was gorgeous. So this workshop is something that is the first time that we've put it together, but it's my tree dancing vertical dance, which is in a harness, and you get to move with the vertical equipment that you're using. Most people are working indoors or with buildings, and what I started to do during the pandemic when we couldn't perform indoors was to work with trees. And I only am able to do that because I'm in a partnership with an arborist, with Mark. So he keeps us safe, he rigs us in the trees, and he helps us with all the equipment, always the two of us together.
As an arborist, I do heavy work. I mean, we're using chainsaws, we're cutting the tops of trees out, we're removing dangerous trees, and we're a pretty serious group, you know. But when I'm with Serenity, she's up there on a rope, swinging and dancing and spinning and wearing costumes, and she's doing yoga in the place where I do my work. So it's really strange to see someone doing something that I don't do.
Mark Preskarat has been running a tree care company at Ware for 22 years, and his passion is safety.
We lose 150 to 500 people a year in arboriculture, and so I've devoted my life to spreading the word of safety and mentorship, caring for each other, making sure that someone's watching out for everybody. For future reference, anytime we open up a gate, we say coming offline. And then when we put the gate back in and lock it, we say back online.
Okay.
But not double checked.
It's amazing how different the rigging is, right? Some of the tools that we use are similar, the ropes and the ascenders, but when you rig off of a living organism, you can't know what it's rated at. I mean, just the top of the tree moves constantly while you're in it. It's really a partnership with a tree. And the harness, because it's on your lower back, starts to make you arch.
Serenity Smith Fortune has been doing circus arts for 30 years, along with her twin sister. They've performed everywhere from Japan to roles in Cirque du Soleil. And together, they founded the New England Center for Circus Arts in Vermont.
My joyful place is outdoors in nature, and knowing that trees breathe for us and that it's really important that we take care of our climate and our trees. That coupled with my desire to do more performances outdoors that are accessible to everyone.
It's that passion for nature that led Serenity and Mark to begin bringing others into their vertical dance, teaching a workshop.
I have seen Serenity do this, and a few of my other coaches down at NECA. I did the ProTrack program and I just graduated, and I was like, I need to do that.
It's been really fun, just like, it's like defying gravity, you know? I like just like being like in the trees, even though I don't like bugs that much. It's just really fun like being on like the limbs of the trees. It feels like you can get like a connection or like a relationship with the tree, and it just feels like really nice.
This morning, climbed up to the top of one of these trees, which was probably about like 45 feet up, and I just sat there and like pretty much took a nap. And it was really nice just to have a lot of like peace and quiet, because my training space is really, really busy. There's a lot going on. So to have just some quiet and listen to the wind and feel like the trees swinging was just really grounding for me.
No, I'll show you.
That better? Was gorgeous. When you perform in a theater, even if you give away tickets, you're still asking someone to walk through a door that they might not feel comfortable walking through. But when you perform outdoors and you can give free performances, you end up with a much different audience.
Yeah, I actually cry. I cry just thinking about it because they're so beautiful. Each one of them has a different body. They also have different disciplines in circus. So each of those disciplines expresses itself differently for each climber in each tree. And so it's like all these variables, and I turn around and I see one person bent over backwards and looks like a spider, upside, like their back is bent the wrong way and they look like a spider. The next person is doing twirls, the next person is doing flips, and they're all laughing and giggling together, and I just get to stand there and go, you guys, this is just so beautiful.
Mark and Serenity plan to continue to bring their love for nature, trees, and the arts to more students with more workshops, with the hopes that one day they may have a troupe to perform in the treetops.
Part of that is changing the way that I work in trees. So I was always very gentle in trees because gentle is safe. But she's brought it to a new level for me. So I think more about moving elegantly in the tree because of this.
It fills my soul to be able to work with the trees in a safe way that's maybe giving voice to these living beings that can't speak.